of Spitting Bars Podcast. And today we have our guest, JK.
Yeah, what's up?
And of course, I am accompanied by my co host again, Rain.
Yo.
And yeah, that's pretty much the intro.
Got the rain in your parade.
Back with another profile picture. I change it like every episode.
You do. We're gonna have to change our logo.
That can be a thing. That can be a thing.
That can be my
Actually.
thing. Yeah.
Probably could.
Change your logo every episode. Yes.
I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked Robin Chaos first, and then I also asked this to Sam, but nobody knows because we don't talk about that episode.
We don't talk about that.
What recording software do you use?
All right. So I use GarageBand. I've been using GarageBand since I think 2020. Around that time. Yeah, it was around the time I got my MacBook. So yeah, 2020. I have what's it called? My Ono microphone. It's pretty cheap if you want to get it off of Amazon. It's not a bad price. I've been using that for a hot minute as well too, and it gets the job done. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I just be on my computer using GarageBand to mix all the other stuff. And then sometimes on the editing side, like now I use Final Cut.
Okay.
Cool. That's cool. I still use BandLab. I'm working my way out. JK.
Work way out. Yes.
I have to bring it up at least 8 times this whole podcast. You are the only goon I am yet to make a song with.
He's talked about that so much.
JK, I'm on my knees for this feature.
It will come. I will say that the time will come.
Just give me the call.
You have to be ready, young Padawan.
I need to train.
But trust me, it'll come.
I'm hoping for that JK feature.
That's the only thing
speaking
you're
of
looking for.
All in due time.
Speaking of that JK feature, I believe I don't know if I'm positive, but are you the only goon that charges?
I don't think so. That I think Pain might charge as well too.
Or Rob started. I know Rob is slowly start charging.
Chaos doesn't seem like he's ever going to be charging.
No, Chaos doesn't charge. Chaos made it very clear in the last episode that he has no plans of charging.
Yeah, for now I would say possibly.
Yeah, Goons has a lot of talented artists. A lot of growth in there.
They do, and I'll admit, you guys come up with some pretty crazy lyrics and stuff, especially "Rise up, boy, rise up, boy." Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the first thing that came to my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm also I've also in Smash Bros. Scene as well too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know all about that meme. So I was like, I had to.
Okay.
You know it hit perfectly.
I brought this up with everyone else. Everybody has their own kind of thing they say, and you have the just CAE. Where did that obviously I feel like I know where it came from because your name is literally just CAE.
Right.
But
why
did you decide to do that one?
Yeah, what got that started?
So funny thing, that actually started way back in 2018.
Oh.
It was when the first time I actually said JK just CAE, that was the Pokemon rap, which is unlisted, but I have it in my playlist though. So if you're ever curious, looking at my old stuff, there's a playlist that's public if you want to. And it just kind of happened. It was kind of in the moment thing, and it just kind of was kind of catchy. And also like JK itself, you know, is like just kidding, you know what I'm saying? It's basically like a play off of
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
And then like the CAE part, that's the part of my name. You know what I mean? Just take out 2 letters and then you got CAE. And like growing up, the name that my brother came up with at the time was Baby K, because I'm the youngest of my family, like on my mom's side and everything.
Okay.
So before it was like Baby K, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I can link. That's another one I can link. Back in like 2011, like me, my brother, my cousin, and a friend, like we made a song in one night, and I was on the hook.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like came from that, and also me wanting to find my own, I would say, name, right? You know, because Baby K was given to me, you know, and some other things were given to me. And it's like I don't have anything that I can call my own that I, you know what I'm saying, I made my own. And then also like the J part is just, you know what I'm saying, just stands for like just, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just being me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like just like the just part, that doesn't have anything to do with my name. It's just like a part of it saying like, you know, JK is just K. You know, I'm just being me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being myself. I'm not trying to be anybody else. Just myself.
Okay.
So that's where you got JK from. And then of course, you know, like like, you know, like messing around with it, you know, like just kidding, you know, like that's the sound itself is JK. So yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I got for the goons. I'm probably gonna bring up the goons a lot. For the goons, I don't want to say who found you, but how'd you make your way in there?
Funny thing about that is because the K&D cipher. Because I was so the way this actually started off from my point of view personally, like for me being introduced to like Flint and Rob, really, because before I knew Flint and Rob, I already knew Chaos and Sam and Payne and you know what I'm saying, I already knew all of them before. So like around the time I was looking for features for the K&D cipher was also around the time I was like, oh hey, nerdcore artist, drop your latest song or whatever, and I'll give my critique. And through that is how I found Flint, because he commented, and that was my first intro. Then I heard his like some of his older stuff. I was like, I was surprised. So I went to his channel. I was like, how the heck some 80K subscriber person found my comment or whatever on Twitter? I was like, I don't know, I felt, what's the word? I felt happy. And then I asked him if he wanted to hop on. He said he didn't know anything about K&D. But he said he knows someone that was interested, and that's how I got hooked to Rob. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, I talked to him about that. He hopped on. He got his verse, the father verse, in like within like I think like the week. And I was just like, dang. And then from there, like pretty much I think the rest is history. And we just like clicked.
Yeah.
You know? And then from there, I'm not sure if Rob, I don't think, maybe Rob mentioned, I can't remember. But like around that time early, I think maybe in January-ish, like we had like a little Discord thing, like just called triple, what was it, like a triple threat or something like that. And it was just us three in a group. And then I think that's when Rob, around that same time, Rob was talking to Flint about, you know, making a group or whatever. So I basically just tagged along with that. And then lo and behold, the Hydra Goons.
Well, that's pretty cool, actually.
Cool. I just keep bringing up things I said in Rob's and Chaos's podcast because I'm asking you the same questions.
Oh, go ahead. I'm cool.
To six subscriber me, All Time Arcade commenting on my video is what kind of made me think like, oh no, I actually got to do this now. Because all time is what like really gave me that boost of energy. Because I'm like, oh, All Time Arcade expects more music. I need to deliver.
Shout out to homie All Time. Check out his Hellsing album. Yep.
He commented on DDD and was like, this is a really good flow. And I'm like, oh, I got a good flow. I need to like keep doing this. And then I met Rob, and now I'm here. We up.
Yep, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, man. We're on podcast now. We're balling.
We're balling.
I started here. I didn't go anywhere.
JK, do you have merch?
I actually do.
You
It's
do?
yeah, I do it through Teespring.
I couldn't remember if it was you or not.
Yeah, it's me.
But
I'm trying to think. So I started to make the 1K merch as well too, but so far I have out is the JK Flow, and I have something else. I need to check my channel real quick.
No, you're fine, man. Take your time.
Just give me 1 second. It's the JK Flow. Oh, and the catchphrase. That's right. Yeah, the JK just CE catchphrase.
Yeah.
And I put like the Japanese on it as well too.
Okay.
What was like the skyrocket? Like what was the feature that made you like, or was it not the feature, but like it could be the feature or the track that got you like, whoa.
That got me like popping at the 1K.
Yeah.
KND, 100%.
Man.
Like after the KND dropped, like I mean it went down now, but like the like my monthly listeners on Spotify went up, subscribers went up.
It's on my main playlist.
Yeah. And then like it was just like a lot of promotion on that as well too. So like it was definitely KND. And then funny thing after that, like somehow, some way, like that Gabiru track popped off as well too. Right after that.
Okay.
And it actually passed the KND cipher in views. It did.
That's crazy.
Like I was like, we take those, and then like that, I would say that helped, but I would say it was definitely the KND cipher.
Okay.
Yeah, KND cipher was really like, I loved it, especially because half the roster were people to get a feature from list.
Yeah, I honestly really liked it. It went pretty hard.
Yeah, I like I'm trying to remember who was a verse that I like really liked. I like yours, JK, a lot.
Yeah.
I think Eclipse had a really good one. Jamar's Jamar's candy puns were so good.
Like me personally, he had my favorite verse on that cipher.
Honestly,
the next level flow is hard to beat, in my opinion, because the next level came in so hard in that verse.
Can't stand it. I was standing it. Don't stand it. Oof.
For real. I know that you don't do like the swearing in your songs, and I counted about like 8 swears.
I told Flint that because Flint mixed it, right? So I told him, I was like, listen, get ready.
Did you tell him that you don't? Did you tell him you don't swear in your songs?
So the thing is, like, okay, so the thing is, like, I had that posted. I think he probably just forgot.
Oh.
Or like didn't look at the requirements for that. Yeah, I was just telling him it's no big deal.
He kind of went a little off. I liked the fart noise.
Oh yeah.
It was like number 2 on my most streamed songs for a really long time, and not until the podcast with Rob where he told us the fart noises in there was when I re-listened to it and I actually heard the fart. For the longest time listening to it, I didn't know there was a fart there, and I'm just
And
like
that was
bumping
due to
that.
Rob because he suggested it. It only makes
It,
sense.
I didn't even know, and now, like re-listening to it, I feel like stupid because it was like right there, and I didn't even hear it. It was pretty loud too. It was like a whole fart. And I just missed it.
But
Yeah, I
it fits so
love.
well with the verse though. It's funny.
Yeah, I loved the K and D cipher. You're on a Jacob Cash cipher, aren't you?
Not
Mm,
recently, but like in the past.
okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you're living my dream. Man.
Like we had it was the Gote was it Gote 13?
I think it was.
Or no, it was yeah, Gote 13 I did the Mari verse. And then the one before that was the Monsterverse cipher. And
Mm,
that was when I had the Ghidorah verse.
yeah, there was, like I said, how all time got me. The thing like to keep going.
Mm.
Cash got me to start
Shout out to the boy
because
Jacob Cass.
once I heard that Overwatch cipher, it was like I got okay now I got to do this.
Hmm.
Like that was that to this day that is my favorite cipher.
That was a pretty good cipher. I ain't gonna hold you on that.
Because I was heavy in my Overwatch phase when that came out.
Uh,
So my goal, I'm working up to it is to get KOB, KBN, and Jacob Cass on here all at once and just see what happens.
It's gonna be a long time until that happens for us.
Gonna be a while. We still have to get all time arcade on.
I think it'll probably be until like the 9th episode till we get him. You know.
Well, I
you
think
never
we
know.
got a couple fun. We gotta. I'm happy we got Flint on
Yeah. I'm
every
I'm happy
occasion
that
when
we've
Flint
gotten the
replies to my
someone
message.
on in general. Honestly, thank you even for being on this, JK. Actually,
That's no
Yeah,
problem.
I heard you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I first heard you on the Kenny verse for the Gatling and Cypher. I'm just being for real with you right now. I told the same thing to Chaos. I heard him on Creature first, Anti Wheezy and Sam. It's no, it's no hate.
Listen, you gotta start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I'm glad it's the more recent stuff instead of like the older stuff.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you get a more like modern feel. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying of the artist.
You get more of like an improved edition of them.
Yeah, because like if you heard, because if you heard like 2020, 2019 me, it wouldn't be exactly the same. Or like when I first started like back in 2017, it wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
it would be like, who's this? You know what I mean?
yeah,
But that's also why I do have like that stuff like on my playlist, even though it's unlisted, because I you know what I'm saying, I want people to like hear my old stuff and like my journey and
yeah.
everything. You know, like that
You
stuff is
said
still open.
you listen to Flint's music.
Yeah,
You know another round,
another round.
the Fun Time Freddy song.
Oh, was that the
That
one?
one hit
I'm trying
so
to think.
different for me. It's the
I think
most
that's
recent one on his channel or on his 80,000 channel.
wait. Was that the last one he posted on that channel?
Yeah,
I think that was the one I listened to, and I was like, "Bruh, why are you starting a new channel?"
Wait,
And
why
then he
did he
told me,
start a new channel?
so he started a new channel because he wanted to change the pace.
Hmm.
You know, so if you look at his like his Flint 4K channel, and then look at Flint's Creations, like Flint's Creations, he's doing a lot more like Pokemon stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and
yeah,
that's what he told me like in that comment. when I posted about Nerdcore dropping their tracks, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He wanted a change of pace and he wanted to do more Pokemon.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
that was pretty much like the main that was like pretty much like the main point for Flint's Creations. You know what I'm saying? That change of pace and also like focus more on Pokemon stuff. I mean, I'm not sure if I can say this. But he said he is gonna like drop something on his Flint 4K channel sometime soon.
Okay.
Well,
That's all I'm gonna say.
Maybe he'll admit it on Thursday, and only the real ones that actually listen to the podcast will know.
We'll see, but you can hear from
I'm
me.
so happy we can get Flint on.
Yeah.
Flint was Flint was one of the first people I found, and I found him for not even a Pokemon song. I found him for an Overwatch song.
Overwatch?
I was working on my Overwatch album, which isn't really a thing anymore, but I'm still doing the song of Flint.
Just keep it in the back burner.
Yeah. I need to record my verse and then listen to Flint. Hopefully I'll get it back soon. And then it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something.
Okay.
Overwatch though.
We'll see.
That's interesting.
The Roadhog and Junkrat track.
See, I'm not a big Overwatch person. Never played it. Of course, I'm the waifus. But I mean, I know some of the characters.
Roadhog's like the really fat one.
Yep.
The one that's obese as can be, and Junkrat's like the one that looks like a crack addict.
Yeah, I don't think he got it from that, but it's fine.
Well, it should give enough of an idea.
I know Widowmaker, no Tracer, Mei, the Ninja.
Genji.
The guy with there's a guy with dreads too, right?
Was it?
Lucio?
I'm thinking Lucio, yeah.
And then there's a gorilla. What was his name? Winston, yeah.
That's basically all you really need to know. It's basically all you really need to know about Overwatch.
Yeah.
Man, I had a great question prepared, and then I started talking Overwatch.
Oh, well, I at least have a question. Who mainly, like, inspired you to continue doing this and, like, to start in the first place?
Ooh. So that's a good question. I'll say the one that inspired me really to do nerdcore music was 6 Seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, Shizzy 6, yeah. Because I was liking how he, like, you know what I'm saying, he was doing like the nerdy stuff, but he was also lyrical with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trying to think. Yeah, that was my main inspiration. And then I would say my inspiration to do music was, I would say I'll give credit to my brother.
Okay.
Like my real life brother.
Also do music?
He used to. He retired from it.
Okay.
You know, he used to do it like back in high school.
Okay.
Like a little bit in college and everything.
Okay.
So like that reference I was talking about before from 2011, like it was me, my brother, cousins, and a friend on it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he was doing music before me. And he had a couple of tracks at the time, you know what I'm saying? So I basically kind of quote unquote picked up the mantle.
Okay.
And another funny thing is that my dad actually did music as well too.
Oh wow.
When I was, you know what I'm saying, like he told me that, you know, he used to have like equipment and everything, but he couldn't find it. You know what I'm saying? And he had to, what do you say?
No, you finish and I'll ask.
And then he pretty much had to retire because he had children, aka me. and my brother.
Okay. But was your dad part of like any small bands, or did he just like do it for fun and stuff, or like as a small hobby?
I think he pretty much just did it for fun.
Okay.
From what I know and remember.
Well, that's so cool.
And then it just kind of like, I guess, like went down the line. Like my brother ended up doing it, and then it just somehow kind of like I just started picking it up, you know, almost kind of like destiny.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. You went to Dream.
Oh, you
What were
said
you saying?
DreamCon?
Yeah, you went to DreamCon and not NPC. That was the decision. Why did you do that?
Because okay, so I went to NPC last year,
Yeah.
right? And I was in Chicago. I had a fun time. You know, like that was my first time being in Chicago. You know, hearing about Chicago all the time on the news, you're like, mm. But I was
Yeah.
on the like the the bougie side of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You know, near like Northwestern or whatever, and it was a fun time. But the reason why I went to DreamCon this year is because I overslept for the ticket drops last year,
Oh.
and I wanted to go last year as well too, but I couldn't. So when I
Okay.
found out that the ticket drops were gonna be on the day I was off, I was like, "Bet I'm gonna sit in front of my computer the whole time it's on." And then I got online and I got it. And then later on down the line, I learned NPC was gonna be on the same day. I was just like,
man.
bruh. So if possible, like, so if NPC was gonna be like the next week or whatever, I might have went. But the way my time was, I was like, it probably wasn't gonna happen because I was kind of spending my my job time like water. So I was running low on hours. So I only had like one more trip. You know what I'm saying? Like for the summer.
Mm.
And then saying me already having like my DreamCon ticket, I was like, I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I would have went to NPC this year, but it was just like, you know, like scheduling conflict. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Cause Shoto was there.
Yeah, he was.
I was gonna talk Smash Bros with him, bruh.
I
Because he
felt the
beat me in
same
that
way.
tournament 2 years ago.
I felt I don't know the same way because I didn't go that crazy, but I missed tickets and Stupendium is there, and they I love Stupendium.
I feel that. And
And
the
then somebody
Hydreigon, and
told me
then Hydreigons were there too. I'm just like, oh, that's not right.
somebody
Who
told me
decided this?
they did the fine print, which is my favorite song. And I'm like,
Oh,
oh man,
I feel it
oh,
for you.
why'd you do that?
Oh
um,
my gosh. I feel for you.
did you go to DreamCon with anyone or just?
Nah, just by myself. And funny story about that. I actually almost missed my first flight
Oh
Really?
man,
getting there.
that sucked.
Yeah. So the whole breakdown of that, right? So my flight was
Mhm.
on a Friday.
Mm.
It was at 6. Keep in mind, I only had like an hour of sleep at this point. So 12 o'clock hit. I decided to finally lay down, set my alarm for 2 o'clock. I was knocked out.
Oh.
And when I say knocked out, there could be a storm outside. I wouldn't even hear it. I woke up at 4, probably 35-ish. Like
Ooh.
almost 4:40.
Oh.
Right? My alarm bin went off. I ain't hear it. Now keep in mind, I'm supposed to board the plane at 5:30. Flight leaves at 6. It's almost 4:40. And I'm like 45 minutes or so out from the airport. That's how far I live. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm distraught. I'm just like, oh my gosh, why? You know, my dad was on the my dad was talking to my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Then he called me, you know what I'm saying, we're just talking, whatever. And then like I basically just like, you know what? I just booked it outside. I just booked it out the house. I didn't make my bed or nothing. You know, I was like, I'm speeding a little bit, trying to get not to get pulled over. I didn't.
Okay.
And also I didn't brush my teeth, so I brushed my teeth on the road while I was driving.
Oh.
I don't recommend that. I don't recommend it. That's me personally. I'm older though, but I don't recommend that. Drive safely. And then, yeah. So by the time I made it to the airport, it was 5:21. I parked to the nearest a parking spot near the airport, which is right next to the airport. Thankfully, around that same time, one of the staff was in a go-kart. I was like, "You need a ride?" I was like, "Yep, yes, please." So he picked me up. Got two more people. Just drove us to the sliding doors of the airport. I got to the front desk, whatever. It was like, "Oh, you already checked in, so you don't need to check your bags." And I was like, "Bet." So I skipped a little bit, what I'm saying, pacing myself. Got the TSA. I was like, "Oh God, help me." I asked the TSA lady that was sitting there. I was like, "Is there any way I can do like a pre-TSA checkup?" She was like, "No, that'll take like 8 months and all that stuff." I was like, "Okay, okay, thank you." So I just waited until I got through TSA fairly quickly, and then by the time I got out of TSA, it was about 5:54, 5:53 ish.
Oh,
And I was like, "Okay, before I get to my gate, I gotta use the bathroom because I had to use the bathroom." All right. Got out the bathroom. It was about 5:57. I heard last call for flight so I was like, "Oh." Got there just in time. There was like, "Yeah, we're just like, we're just joshing with you or whatever." But I was the last person on the flight, and then they closed the doors after that. So I was like, "Thank God." But
What?
I was like, "Oh my goodness, almost." I was gonna be devastated if I missed that flight.
What exactly is DreamCon?
So DreamCon is like another convention. It's ran by RDC World One.
Mm.
And they've been doing this I think since like 2018ish. And so it was so many times I couldn't get a ticket because I was either busy or I didn't have enough time, and I was like, what I'm saying, everything kind of like finally like aligned. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to get a ticket this year.
okay.
And so it's pretty much like like your average anime convention or whatnot, gaming, cosplay, comics, all the good stuff.
You cosplay?
Not there, not there, because I was in a rush, so I didn't pack anything. But I did hand out some cards and everything,
Mm.
I was there and I talked to some people.
Okay.
That's cool. JK, do you have anything that can is title of the video worthy?
Yeah.
Like the story where JK almost dies. You just tell us the story where she, like, do you have anything title worthy?
Yeah.
Because we're pretty
Like
lacking
any
on
life
titles.
stories that you're.
Sweet dreams
Yeah.
or a beautiful nightmare, because that dream concept was sweet dreams or a beautiful nightmare.
Okay.
What?
Is that like the title or?
I don't even know.
Tell us a story that is worth making the
Yeah.
title of the video.
Tell us a life-changing story, like
Yeah.
like Chaos, like he killed Sonic. Okay.
Yeah.
Shoved his hand up his ass and was holding a Chaos Emerald.
Chaos
Red Rock,
within
he went to the Navy and got kicked out. Did you
within.
fight a shark or something?
Oh my
Did you
gosh.
wrestle any alligators?
Like,
Well, I mean, if it makes it any better, my parents were military parents, and I said no, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to think. I've wrestled.
Oh,
I wrestled in high school.
did you ever
Matter of fact,
almost die?
okay, so the funny thing about that, so when I wrestled in high school, right? So for some reason, I always fought buff guys, like JoJo characters. I'm like, bro, why? But there was this one time I wrestled. There's another guy. He was jacked. Like he suplexed me, and I landed on my neck, and I felt my neck pop.
Oh.
Right. I thought I was dead.
You thought it was like those few seconds after you die that you just still stay up?
Yeah, like so I closed my eyes, it was just dark, whatever. I was like, okay, I can still hear. I was like, I can still feel things, so I'm like, I'm not paralyzed. And I was just like, well, I'm dead. Jesus, take me now. But then I smelled things still and I opened my eyes. I was like, okay, I'm not dead. Thank God. And then I got back up, finished the match, and then like on that return trip home, my neck started hurting. So I was like, yep, there it is.
Mm.
So I was like, I think I probably just like sprained my neck. But
Yeah.
that I was scared, bro. Like, cause the thing is, like, it wasn't just the fact that he suplexed me. It was a body to body suplex that he literally like bear hugged me. Like I wasn't I couldn't flail my arms because he had my arms. Like I was literally wrapped up in the bear hug, and he went over the top, and my body went over the top with them onto the. I just saw Matt. I was like, well, this can't be good. Next thing I know, I just hear. I heard that. I was like, well, there goes my neck.
Oh,
But
That's like a really good.
thankfully, I was fine. But I was afraid. You know what I'm saying? Especially hearing like a crack in your neck. I was like, oh no. I was praying I wasn't paralyzed or nothing, and then thankfully I wasn't. But that was scary.
Earlier in the call, you mentioned something about who were you mad that you couldn't go to NPC this year because someone was there?
The Hydra Goons, or you know what I'm saying, some of the members of like Jay went, Rob went, Flint went. You know what I'm saying? So I missed out on that. And then Shaudo.
Oh yeah, shout out. You
And
said something about
and
tournament. What was
Fables.
that about?
Hmm?
You said something about shout out. What was that about?
Oh, so funny thing is I had I would say a good amount of people, including Shaudo, follow me after the Smash Bros tournament back in 2021.
Mhm.
It was what was it? It was like a nerdcore Smash Bros tournament. Right?
Yo, is that on YouTube or something? I gotta watch that.
I think it should be.
Okay.
I'll find
Send
that
it to me
later.
after the podcast.
Yeah, I'll send that to you later. But it was back in 2021. All right, I pretty much made my way through the whole bracket. I beat Zach Boucher.
Man,
And then
that's
yeah, because he played Little Mac.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
And like it came down to the wire, but I got that lightning kick, as Diggs calls it, the goddess ankle.
Mm.
And then I got to face Shaudo. I was kind of going popping off. I ain't gonna cap. And then he readjusted and came back on me and reverse 3-0'd me.
Oh.
yeah.
You know, when you say popping off, you expect, oh yeah, he's already got like maybe a kill already or two.
I was feeling myself. You know what I'm saying? I won both of those first matches, and he's like solely, you know what I'm saying? He came back, you know what I'm saying? He downloaded me and then came right back on me 3-2. So I got placed in I think the losers finals.
Uh-huh.
And then I beat Crocodile.
I found it.
Yep. And then I went back, met him. It was 2-2. And then he won barely.
Oh,
and then he won the match 3-2. He won the tournament.
He went 2-Link. Oh, Nerdcore Central has a podcast.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I didn't know they had a podcast. I thought we were like the first people doing this.
Yeah, man. I thought we were like special.
Oh, they got McGuire.
It's been a minute though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
Yeah, but I say they haven't uploaded.
Oh, yeah, so they haven't uploaded in 2 years.
Quality, Diggs, Chi, Twisted Savvy, McGuire, and one got taken down.
Well,
it wasn't my fault.
Hey, at least we're continuing the legacy. We're making it bigger and better.
But I did get the run back though. I did get the run back though, and I was able to win.
Connor quit. We need to do another. They need to do another Smash. Did the winner get anything cool?
Oh yeah, was there like a prize or anything?
Yeah, winner?
I think I remember it was. I think it was like more so. It was like more so bragging rights, if I remember correctly.
Mm,
Uh,
okay. Nah, that's cool, but
bro, we
okay.
should like we should just like wake up one day and do one.
Wake up!
I'll become
Grab a boy, go to wake up. Hey, you gonna
me.
do
Me
to
and
wake up?
Kim. We can become the new Nerdcore Central since they have it uploaded in 2 years.
Yeah,
That can be us now.
but I
We
like
can do
spinning
it.
bars.
Yeah, spinning bars goes crazy.
Yeah.
I heard you mention Fable earlier, and I have been getting harassed by the nerdcore community because I don't know who Fable is,
Ban him.
and
Ban him now.
I I just found out this week who Fable was because they brought him on stage for NPC. I'm like, who's that white guy up there? And they're like, oh, that's
Oh,
Fable.
Oh.
that's crazy.
I didn't know who he was.
Oh, the shade.
I feel bad. Imagine I get this dude on my podcast and he's like looking back at this, and I'm just calling him that white guy.
I feel like
Fable, please.
if we ever get him on a podcast, we should just name the title That White Guy. I think that should just be the title. Like we don't even need
That
to
white
explain
guy
it to him.
NPC was so many ups and downs. One of the parts in it had me like, it wasn't even funny. It was kind of sad, but it had me laughing so hard because at the start of it, when they were like calling everybody out, they would be like CG5, and then everybody would like start cheering and clapping. When they called Zach B, like the whole crowd stayed silent,
Oh,
and I felt so bad.
I mean,
I just
Zach's a known name though. That's interesting.
Yeah, Zach went hard too. The
That's crazy.
I like Game Boy Jones, McGuire. Who was the other one?
Oh,
And there's
that's
one more person on stage.
question. Did the
Daddy
Game Boy
Pepper.
do the rocket track? It's a bird, it's a
What?
plane, it's a
I
rabbit.
don't I don't know
Levitate,
if he
float,
did.
float.
I do not know if he did. All I know is Stoops did the fine print, and I'm ticked.
Uh, he said I don't care about I don't care about y'all. I just want stipendium.
I know one of them did a cipher on stage.
Oh, I think that was Matt Foya. Oh, it was like a Pokemon cipher.
Hmm.
Or it might
Yeah,
have
I
been Camp
think it was.
Steady.
I think it was. Yeah, it was Kent Steady. I know everybody went crazy when Kent Steady did Mewtwo.
Yeah, he's crowd surfed again.
Yeah, I heard Mewtwo for the first time. I'm like, hey, this guy's pretty good. Who is it? And I checked it, and it was Cam Steady, and I knew who Cam Steady was before listening to Mewtwo, and I lost my mind. Like I've never heard him. I always know him from the Player One. Yeah, you're welcome for this, but the kid, I
Oh, the
don't know
video game
him
rap
as
battles?
I don't know him as the screaming type. So when I heard Mewtwo, it's kind of just like, man, that's
Threw
Cam
you for a
Steady.
loop.
Yeah, I need we since we're on the topic of Smash Bros. I need to rant about the Smash Nerd Out Smash Bros. Cipher because
But here we go.
my oh god, I made a tier list of verses. That tier list will never see the light of day, but I made a tier list, and all you need to know is Stupendiums per round of play is S tier.
I'm
And
gonna call this podcast smashing.
Fraser did a really good
Call this video like smashing time or something like that. A smashing good
JK
time.
starts smashing.
Smashing them
Jake,
bars.
Ooh.
now I can a funny title would be like Spinning Bars Podcast Episode 5. JK shares his smashing experience.
Oh,
And
you know,
everybody would just like
now we're on that. It's funny thing we're on Smash Bros. Like I did have a Smash Bros EP back in 2021.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Now that one was more explicit because I was more loose with requirements. I got better with that, by the way. But
Yeah.
yeah, Like yeah, I had that. That was back in 2021, towards the end of the year.
Are you in? This is like a really weird question. JK, are you in my server?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say
Um,
no. I don't think
if
I don't
you
think I ever
are,
got a server invite. Am I? Wait,
if
wait,
you
wait,
aren't,
wait, wait. Am I?
can we check the character member list? You are not. No, JK, get in
Yeah.
here. Come home. Come home, JK.
No, my home is the Hydro Goons.
This
Actually,
is
no,
your secondary home
my
knowledge.
home is here right now because I'm talking.
I'm just gonna out this. Do you
The
know,
dollars.
is that Frost?
Is that now I'm thinking, is that
What
Frost
the
as
hell?
in
What the hell?
like
What the heck?
the
Ew!
bigger Frost?
Ew!
Kenneth, what are you doing?
What is that?
I think he saw a roach.
I can't tell what that is. But
Kenneth,
some giant bug just flew on me and it's on the ground now. Ew, bro, what is this? It is away from me. It's like crawling to me. What are you? Bro, throw this pencil case at him. I think I missed.
bro, what are you
And now we're gonna
doing?
see a man lose his mind over a bug, unknown bug. Let's see how this goes. Maybe it's that mosquito from One Punch Man.
No, I was in the car with my mom today, and there was a huge bug on the window, and we didn't know, she didn't know
I
if it was
think it's
inside or
dead.
outside, and it scared her so bad she just stopped into oncoming traffic. And I'm like, Mom, you need to go.
Oh no.
Bro, that thing flew on me. Oh my god, it
What
was.
was it?
I think it looks like just a giant, huge, fat fly.
Was
It's
it a
like a.
horsefly?
I don't know. It's just really obese.
Dude,
That's
it's a
offensive.
really weird, but can you send me a picture of your bug? Can you?
Here, let me put it in the group chat real quick for the podcast.
I don't know if JK really wants to see your
Oh
dead
no,
bug.
JK.
Oh no, I'm curious.
All right, JK
Okay,
really
he's
wants to
kind of
see
like
your bug.
smushed, so you can't really see its full size. Oh, yeah,
Pause.
bro is flattened.
Oh, you
Danger Will
flattened the bug.
Robinson.
Okay, let me put on the flash because he's underneath my desk dead.
I gotta see this now.
Smash
My
his
my
little
conversation
butt.
about is that Frost can wait.
This really is a smashing time.
You have to like really zoom in to see that bug.
What the?
He's destroyed.
Dude, what did you do to it?
Wow.
Look at all the stuff I threw at him. I just sent the picture of everything I threw at him. I just
can't
threw
tell if
all of that at him. I threw that all at him.
Is that a Death
What
Note?
did you
No.
what did you hit him with? There's like 4 books and 3 pencils on the floor.
So we've got the case that my phone case came in. I've kept it some reason. We got a sketchbook, a notebook from school, and a pencil case.
That's crazy. And you threw them all at the
This
bug.
man,
Yeah, and I missed all of them except one.
you should have threw a shoe. It has like a
I don't
higher
have a shoe
percentage
with
hit
me.
rate.
He doesn't have a shoe.
How do you not have a shoe? Wow.
Upstairs.
People
You ever-
watching the podcast can only hear us talking and they can't see pictures, so they have no clue what's going on.
Should I like edit it in for them?
No, just let them be clueless.
Yeah.
Let
You should have hit him with
let
the, you should have hit him with the shoe fly. Don't bother me.
And, you know, I took out some C4, threw it at him, exploded it.
Anyways,
That
back
is
to Is That Frost. Do you know Is That Frost?
I'm trying to think because there's Frosted, and then there's Is That Frost, and then like the bigger Frosted, bigger Frost. Yeah.
The bigger Frost. I have reached out to him recently, and I may or may not be cooking something with him. He does like surprisingly cheap features.
Interesting.
He goes, I think, same price as Next Level.
So like what, 20, 25?
Yeah, 2020.
Okay.
I have a huge notepad of everybody's feature price. in my phone just in case I need them. But yeah, there's the Frost thing.
This man got the feet note.
I feel like that's what we're gonna name the episode. JK shares the smashing experience. How did you get in the How'd you get in the Smash tournament?
Oh, talking about which one? The
Ew. Sorry, I'm looking at pictures of a horse flying a fly.
How did you end up in there?
talking about for DreamCon or for the Nerdcore Central?
Nerdcore Central.
Oh, I signed up. Um, it used so the website it went by at the time was Smash.gg, but they changed the website name to Start.gg now.
No, don't eat that. Sorry.
What?
My dog is walking towards the fly.
Oh, he wants to destroy the evidence.
Actually, get over there. Ugh. Hate bugs.
I'm gonna like reach out to a couple of people after this podcast and see if they wanted to hop. They'd like maybe want to hop on. I invited you to my server because I have been considering doing a Smash tournament for a long, long while. So
I
I'll
won't lie
go
to
try
you. I'm pretty good.
to.
Who knows? We
There's
might. Yo,
there's
Rain.
another guy in. Yeah,
Rain, shut the hell up and let me talk first.
my bad.
Who knows? We might get Quacken, the professional
No,
esport
I'm not
loser
letting
playing
Aiden.
Smash.
I'm not letting Aiden in my podcast or in my Smash tournament.
What does he play? He
Aiden,
plays for like his school team.
he plays plays Smash for his school team. I appreciate that. He's an old friend of ours. But
Right.
there's a guy. Um, what was I gonna? Oh yeah, there's a guy in the dollar server where the Smash tournament will be being hosted. His name is Bubbles, but like in the server, his name is Blackout Shoddy. He's in a lot of tournaments. He plays Bayonetta.
Mm.
He's
Oh boy.
really good.
Oh boy.
Whoops.
The Bayonetta.
Yeah, I play Bowser like a real man.
I
I'm gonna tell Flynn he got some competition.
I don't
Wanna
want to
play
say who I
Bowser?
play.
Do it.
You play like
Play like
you play
7 different characters.
yeah, you play 7 different. He's like your stereotypical sword fighter person with the occasional Kirby.
No, Bowser Jr.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he plays Bowser Jr. too.
A lot.
But I mainly stick to Dark Samus, and Wolf.
Okay.
Oh,
I mostly play Zelda.
That's valid.
one time, fucking me and Rain, we were having our own little like thing where we were playing like a tourney on Smash Ultimate, and we we did them all random, and one of them was Wolf, and he was hiding how much he's been
Oh,
maining and practicing Wolf, and oh my god,
we
he destroyed
we
the hell out of me.
we did a Smash tournament, and I have been hiding for 2 years from Kimden that I am very, very good at Wolf. And I got Wolf on random, and I just went like all out Wolf on him. I don't think I lost a single match,
You didn't
and
lose
we
a
played a
single match
lot.
on that
Down on
tournament,
him.
but ever since that tournament, your Wolf is just like every other character.
I know. I'm only good when like the first. I don't know how to word it. I'm only good when people don't know that I'm good at the character. It's weird.
Mm.
It is very, very weird. This
And,
podcast has not ended up like Rob's, Chaos's, and Sam's because we asked them questions and we're just talking about Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Experience.
Yeah. Like with them, like questions would turn into like 30-minute monologues. This is like
Yeah,
just random stuff. Just
yeah.
statements
That
of
sounds
our
about right.
life.
JK talks about smashing.
We love smashing.
Smash.
Okay, I'm going to ruin this title for you. This title is gonna be. I'm gonna have fun with this.
I think I have an idea for a title already.
Oh.
I'll just say it because no matter what, we'll make a title and they'll see it before the video, obviously. But smashing with JK question mark.
Oh god.
You lagged a bit for me.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you lagged a bit for me.
I said smashing with JK question mark.
Smashing with JK.
That's a lot of context, but it makes sense though.
Oh, we got to do the comment thing.
Oh yeah, we do.
Every time we do a podcast episode, we make someone comment something weird. I
Mhm.
forgot. Rob's was whether it was Leo Barkey or Barqui.
Yeah, still Barqui.
I thought it was Barkey.
It's
Barkey. He
Barqui.
told me, but this kid swears that it's Barqui. He told Leo has told me it was Barkey.
I say Barkey sounds right. I mean, I thought it was Barkley, I think, at first, but then I learned, I was like, okay, so it's Barkey. Gotcha.
I forgot what Chaos's was.
Chaos. God, I forgot his too.
That's
forgot what it was.
crazy. Didn't be me.
All I remember is one of them was jalapeno on our first one, I think, or pepper.
Jalapeno was our first one.
Yeah.
You know, that actually reminded me of this comic this Smash Bros. Comic. I can't remember the artist, but so there was this Incineroar War that was named Jalapeno, and Little Mac took care of it as a kitten. And then it grew up, but Little Mac didn't know that Pokemon evolved, and so he ended up finding like Jalapeno again as an Incineroar.
It's crazy.
I want to see.
It was nice.
I want to see if anyone actually commented on the last video so I could figure out what our thing was.
No, just Chaos commented and he said, "Hey, this was so much fun. Let's do this again in a year and see where we are."
Oh yeah, he's the only one who did. And we probably said that like in the middle of the video too.
And pure chaos.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Is this it? Is this it? Is
I
this
mean,
the moment where
unless
we
there's
all
any
part our
other
ways?
questions or things anyone has to say.
This hasn't become this one isn't really an interview as like the other ones are. This one is
Yeah,
kind of
no.
just a couple homies in a group chat talking about just
And
whatever's on their mind.
and I feel like that's what a podcast kind of should be at the same time.
Yeah,
We're still getting there.
we made it. We made it.
Yeah.
Time to get McGuire on next episode.
Yeah, you know it. Getting Cam Steady and everyone. Stupendium's gonna be on next week.
So how about we
That's
do like
Game
a
Boy
minute?
Jones is calling me.
Like a minute or two breakdown. like a minute power, a minute. It was something on ESPN I used to watch. I forgot what it was called. 2-minute warning. There we go. You just give like a little breakdown of like how this started. Or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
Oh.
Ready to go.
All right.
Wait. A 2-minute breakdown of
We
like
got
the
to
podcast?
Oh no, just the like how my YouTube and all that stuff started.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So 2017 is when I started. I was still in college. I was like my junior year in college. Is when I decided to like actually like upload my first video. The first video being the Sogon challenge. And then the second video I think I actually uploaded was like my first anime rap ever. And it was a series. So I have part 1 up to part 6. I may do a part 7 sometime. I don't know when. But anime rap part 1 was like my official like original song. And that was I think late 2017. Pokemon rap came, I think, in 2018. That's when I first said JK, just CAE. Around that time, like my catchphrase, well, my phrase, whatever, was just spitting simple bars. Funny enough. But around that time, I think it was it slowly transitioned to JK, just CAE. I didn't really get into nerdcore until about 2020, though. And from 2017 to 2020, even though I was making music every now and then, I was more YouTuber than I was artist. I didn't become a music artist or fully focused music artist until about 2020. And that was when I met like Aiden and Dan, also known as Blue Pyro. So they were like my official intro into the nerdcore community back in 2020. And there are some ciphers and verses I will never talk about. If you know, you know. And that's only a few people that it's a few people that know about what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna mention it here. But every year, even through trials and tribulations, wanting to quit, because there were many times I wanted to quit. Believe me on that. I got frustrated a lot of times. But through it all though, I stayed to it, and then I was able to live to see the day of 1K. So if there's anything I could leave off with is don't give up. God got it for you. It's for you. No, nothing can change that. And don't be afraid to fail. You know, life is about growing. You know what I'm saying? Improving. You know, and don't get discouraged and don't stay down too long. You're gonna have to rise up. You know, it just takes work. It takes guts and all the other good stuff. That's a bar.
So that,
Okay.
But don't give up when things don't go your way. Things just take time. It's a process.
Okay. Well, I think
And
you did.
I mean that's what I'm gonna end it off with.
okay, and I think that's the end of the
Thank you.
podcast. So,
Comment poop if you listen this far, please. We never decided
oh
on
yeah,
one,
we
so I think we're
didn't.
just gonna go.
We just
I think-
talked about it.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna go with something nice and simple, like poop. No, do airport. Like how
Yeah.
JK almost missed his flight.
Yeah. Do something about the airport. But you have to make it work again.
TSA almost made me skip my pay day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was hoping you on that.
Okay. Okay, so that's the end of this. Time for the outro.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Okay. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Well,
Outro.
thank you guys for dropping in for episode 5 or Spinning Bars podcast with JK and my co-host Rain. I will see you spitters back on the next episode on Thursday or Friday, whenever we get around to recording it. And I hope you spitters have a wonderful night. Toodles.
Stay so aggressive.
JK signing out.